brainwave.
How America was discovered. Part 2. In 1590, White returned to the island but found no signs of the settlement. The houses were empty, and the word Croatoan was carved into trees, the only clue. White speculated that the settlers voluntarily moved to Croatoan Island, located 45 miles south of Roanoke. Perhaps Manteo negotiated with his fellow tribesmen, and they accepted the English settlers. White wanted to sail there, but the captains refused due to an approaching storm. In his letters, White mentioned strong winds nearly capsizing one of the escort ships. Understandably, no one risked their lives chasing a ghost. John White sailed away forever, never learning the fate of his family. The mysterious disappearance of 118 people gave rise to superstitions and myths. The island remains lost, its demise linked to the Croatoan Indian tribe. On May 14, 1607, English Captain John Smith and other colonists landed in Virginia, successfully founding Jamestown. A raid was conducted on Croatoan Island, but by then, no Native Americans remained. In 1610, the English created the first maps of the lands. One diary entry mentioned seeing a group of white people near the Tuscarora area, accompanied by a young woman, possibly Virginia Dare, John White's granddaughter. This supports White's theory that the English reached Croatoan Island and, driven by drought or enemies, moved with the Monteo tribe to the mainland. Regardless, this colony founded by English entrepreneurs faced challenges. Wheat wouldn't grow, pastures were poor, and hunger prevailed. The only successful crop was tobacco, which lifted the settlers' spirits. Other colonies followed, such as Massachusetts and Plymouth. Tobacco fields expanded, but local Native Americans resisted. Jamestown had to prove that before smoking the pipe of peace, one must cultivate tobacco, requiring space. English King James IV dissolved the Virginia Company, taking direct control of the colony. Each colony had unique features and histories, all created by British colonists. More people arrived, including women and children. Plantation slavery based on African labor developed. Religious differences intensified, and Protestant non-Anglicans faced discrimination. A decade later, Nathaniel Bacon's rebellion shook the colony, challenging high taxes and injustice. Although suppressed, it foreshadowed impending change. Calm returned briefly, but new governors ruled with an iron fist, suppressing dissent. Religious tensions persisted, and non-Anglicans faced discrimination. Tensions escalated between the colonies and England. Dissatisfaction with London-imposed taxes grew. Patriots like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson openly opposed British rule. The revolutionary spirit ignited in Virginia, and the War for Independence began. The Battle of Lexington and Concord marked the conflict's first shots in this protracted struggle. Virginia, the cradle of the American Revolution, stood on the path to freedom. The Second Continental Congress convened in Philadelphia. On July 5, 1776, they adopted the Declaration of Independence, proclaiming the birth of the United States of America. Virginia, one of the 13 founding colonies, became part of this new nation founded on principles of liberty and equality. After the 1776 Declaration, war raged between the 13 colonies and Britain. Under leaders like George Washington, the colonists achieved crucial victories. In 1781, French forces joined the colonists, tipping the scales. The 1783 Treaty of Paris formally recognized American independence. George Washington, a hero of the war, became the first U.S. president, winning 100% of the votes in the 1789 election. America's population grew not only from British settlers, but also through African slaves and naturalized Native Americans. After gaining independence, various nations, Europeans, Germans, Irish, English, French, Italians, and others, massively migrated. The United States today is one of the most developed countries in the world. With a population of over 330 million people, it leads in areas such as the economy, technology, and culture. The U.S. is also known for its political and military power, as well as the diversity of its population and its cultural influence on a global scale. Today, America is the dream of many people, attracting them with opportunities for education, work, and a better life. Many innovations and significant global achievements occur in this country, making it a hub for talent from around the world. That's all. Feel free to comment if you want to know more. Subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up. Until next time.